said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will put total weather to crank us up. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Start this drive firing. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab into the middle. It's Meyer. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback adapted. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Gandy. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolverine. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for space, it's Hurtado.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on third down. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Wolverines getting set on first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground, it's Lewis. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
This drive facing a little adversity on second and 11. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Gandy. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. He's inside the 15. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up with the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll try the left side. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Hauls it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On offense. They go to the ground, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quick release on the RPO. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the 1st half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The running back has it. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some great. Got to be aware of the clock. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They booted away. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll work his way down to the 28.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Hurtado. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now they regain the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got him in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Gandy. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's...
Touchdown, Wolverines! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
It's a 1-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They just keep firing. He lofts one down the sideline. And he's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Wolverines backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Wolverines buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Give to the running back. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of this from this offense. Listen, you're backed up on your own end. You got the lead. More importantly, you want to continue to run the clock, get first downs, be the physical team right here. The ground game, I imagine, is going to be a big part of their playbook moving forward.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. The give as they work on that clock. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That pick by the D might have saved their only chance to win this game. Now they got to put together a drive. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Reads it, fires complete. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
They had a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 6 over Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got the back over the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're going to ride this running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Let's go! They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Here's a heat. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference.